Hey everybody, it is Thursday, May 8th, and it's time for more tournament games. Today I'll be playing a setup from week 2 of the tournament. I know, we just started week 4 and I'm a bit behind. Trying to work on that, and this is how I'm doing it, by playing a setup from week 2. I asked you all in the Discord which of week 2 setups would you most want to see me play, and you guys ultimately voted for the top pod of that week, Pod 16. And let's go ahead and take a look at it, and then I'll let you guys make some predictions as I go over the Mastermind scheme and rest of the setup. The tournament is still going on. If you're playing in the tournament, good luck in week 4. Those setups were posted at 9 a.m. Pacific this morning, and I hope you have fun with those. And I don't really have anything else to say legendary-wise, except next week I won't be able to stream on Thursday, so there won't be the regular stream that day, and I'm going to see what I can do to work around that and maybe catch up with my other stuff. But stay tuned for info on that. Let's look at today's setup, and you'll be able to see my hero choices here. I went ahead and put it in Legendary League so you can see it there. So here we go. It is Bastion, Genesis, Evangel-chthon, which the theme of, you know, cyborg robots and ancient evil horrors kind of seem to fit. So it's Bastion Fused Sentinel, and the scheme is Ritual Sacrifice to Summon Chthon, a fan favorite from Midnight Suns. Then we got Deadpool, Secret Wars, Lilin, and Purifiers in the villain deck, and Sentinel Squad 1 as the Henchmen. The 3 given heroes that I gave you were Ruby Summers, Shatterstar, and Steve Rogers, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I was irresistible to pick the 2 Elsa's Bloodstone as the heroes. There's probably more synergistic choices to work with things like Shatterstar and Ruby Summers, but those 2 sets were available. I had to pick them together. Plus, Elsa, if I get that tech card to work, she can kind of hunt for victims, but also rescue the bystander from hunting for victims, which I could use to my advantage. S.H.I.E.L.D. Elsa does work pretty well with Steve Rogers and everybody else because of Spectrum, and I just wanted to see how those 2 work together in this setup. So those are my choices for this game. And if you want to see this setup at any time, you can look at the tournament document, or you can go to !setup and you can see it there. All right, let me start a quick prediction. I'm just going to have it up for 2 minutes because I already have my setup all together. And then I'll go over the Mastermind and scheme in case you don't know how these work. I'll put it up at 3 minutes. No, I'm going to do it at 5. Some people miss the prediction even when it's at 2. So I'm going to go with 5. I'll do some extra shuffles if I have to. Alright, predictions are up for this setup. How am I going to do today? Checking out chat, Esthematic says, my tourney score was higher than I thought it would be this week. I thought I didn't get enough VP, but I was fast enough to compensate. Yeah, you never really know where it's going to end up. There were some interesting results in week 3. Some with people with escapes at first place, just because of the way the setup went and how many people got escapes. So you always have to think about, how do you think other people did in your particular setup? Is this an escape-heavy setup? Is this one that has a lot of VP? Is this one that's going to... I still can't see the alerts, so I'm going to say thank you, Big, for the Prime sub, 16 months. I appreciate that. Who says good luck. I will do my best. Let me go ahead and go over our Mastermind here. But yeah, you have to analyze what you think the setup is going to do for everybody and pick your results there. All right, so there's Bastion, Fused Sentinel, one of the most fun Masterminds in the game. All Sentinel Masterminds get +1 attack for each Master Strike in the KO pile, even after Bastion is defeated. Always leads Purifiers and any Sentinel Henchman group, as we are having here. I don't really break that always leads rule for the tournament. And real quick, sorry, I'm changing an invisible setting you can't see. Alright, Master Strike, a card from the Bystander stack ascends to become a 3-attack Prime Sentinel Mastermind with Fight, Rescue this. Master Strike, each player reveals the top card of their deck and discards it if it costs 1 or more. Very, very fun. A lot of Masterminds to fight. By the way, I am working with my rules for what support cards I can use. All sidekicks are allowed in this setup. I can use all bystanders except for a few sets, including X-Men and villains, so I filtered the bunch of those out. And then wounds, I can use anything but enraging wounds, so if an enraging wound comes up, I have to pick another wound. So that's the Mastermind, and then all the tactics become different Masterminds. Different versions of Bastion. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's move on to looking at our scheme. Our scheme is the infamous Ritual Sacrifice to Summon Chthon. There it is, right there. Alright, so 6 twists plus 1 per player makes 8 twists. Lilin are added as an extra villain group. Twist 1 to 4, a villain or mastermind hunts for victims, which means If there's any masterminds or villains with bystanders, KO that bystander, and if there aren't, one captures one. Twist 5 to 11, the Mastermind hunts for victims. Special rules: when 5 bystanders are in the KO pile, as I'm keeping track of down here, shuffle all twists in the KO pile back into the villain deck, then this scheme transforms into Great Old One Chthon, flip it over, then KO all other Masterminds and the remaining tactics, and we'll see if we end up flipping it and looking at the scary evil that is on the other side. And Montax says, glad to be able to catch a stream. Best of luck. 42 months with the Prime sub. Thank you, Montax. You'll see Montax as a huge supporter pop up here from time to time, and in my starter decks. I think Montax is over here on this side. Thank you very much. All right, predictions are still open for that much time. The clock's going down. I got my support decks. I'll take a second to show off some of these tokens. I have these Prime Sentinel tokens here. I'm going to put bystanders underneath them when they become masterminds. This gets +1 attack for each Master Strike in the KO pile. Fight, rescue this as a bystander, which I'll actually rescue the bystander under it. Master Strike, each player reveals the top card of their deck and KOs it if it costs 1 or more. That can be pretty devastating. So I'm going to try to avoid getting as many Prime Sentinels as I can. You can actually hit, if you can get enough attack. If I get 4 attack in one of my hands at the beginning, I can actually hit Bastion early because he's only 4 to hit at the beginning. So we'll see if I can do that. If there's a Master Strike there, you're going to start getting a bit stronger. And he's so weak there because he turns into Masterminds. There's a lot to hit, so his number kind of has to be low to make that work. What else? Let's see what my starting hands look like before I fill up the HQ. Actually, let me give the villain deck a shuffle and cut there so we can start. Any news on the Legendary front? Not really. The latest James Bond expansion, Thunderball, I said that weird, came out. Thunderball. It's not a Thunderball. Came out this week, just yesterday. And then we have the next one in the pipeline is the new Legendary Game of Thrones, which is the fully competitive version of Legendary that we haven't seen before. Speculation is that that might be featured at Gen Con. We don't know, but that is the timeline would line up. It's coming up. No news on What If Season 2 or 2nd Edition since we last heard about it. And I'm hoping we hear something soon, because I really want to play those sets. I want to check those out. Hey, everybody in chat, I see ya. So predictions are almost over. Looks like most of you say win, but the points are pretty split. We're a bit unsure. I always look at the point percentages. Those are a bit more honest with how likely you think I am to do well. So it seems almost a 50-50 split, 56 to 44% win the points, but more people say win. But we will see how it goes and how I do. And again, my choices were both Elsa's Bloodstone, one from Secret Wars Volume 2 and one from Midnight Suns. So we'll see how that works, how they work together. All right, let's go ahead and see what my starting HQ looks like and get this show on the road. Starting with, all right, there's Ruby Summers' Rare Extinction Blast. I might have the opportunity to mulligan if I get more rares here. And there's Elsa's Axe of the Slayer. There's Defend the Shield Wall Elsa, the other Elsa. There's Reassigned to Civilian Duty, Steve Rogers, and then finally Guerrilla Warfare, Ruby Summers. So unfortunately, I cannot mulligan. It is a pretty expensive HQ. Cheapest things are 3, then I got a 5, a 6, and an 8. Extinction Blast is wonderful, though, with the amount of attack it has. It has 10 printed attack, and if I can get it, that's going to be great. But a rare in the starting HQ is a bit bittersweet, because it might sit there for a while. I've had ones that sat there for the entire game. So we shall see. Yeah, I'm hoping that, so everybody wants 2nd edition for, you know, to play it and have fun with it and to revisit the core set with these updates. And I want that too, but I have a different perspective as somebody who streams it here and who does tournaments. There's a couple other reasons why I want 2nd edition. One of them is I have been wanting to do a how to play Legendary video series for a long time. And I've hesitated doing it with the original core set because as great as the game is, one of the things that has been hard for people learning the game is the not only unique art and all the beginner cards, but the starter masterminds being pretty easy are the two big things. But the art is the big one, so I don't want to use reskins for that, and the mechanics are updated as well in 2nd edition, so I really want to use that for a series on how to play. My plan is to do a how to play starting with 2nd edition, and then going in reverse chronological expansion order. So if I were to start in the other order, then I might be going over a lot of sets people can't get. Anyway, that's one reason. Another reason is for leagues in the tournament, because if 2nd edition is going to be as readily available as we hope it is, then that will give everybody access to sidekicks is one part of the deal, and also a core set that everybody can use. So I'm really, really hoping that we see it for those other purposes, let alone everybody being able to have fun and play with it. Hey, Tech Fiend, thank you for 12 months with a Prime sub. Very kind of you. Maybe we'll see your cards today, too. You have some in here. All right, enough blabbering on. Let me see what my starting hands look like. Left hand looks like this. So it looks like no first turn hit on the Mastermind. Very, very close, though. We got a 3 and 3. And on the right-hand side, because I am playing two-handed solo because I'm playing tournament rules, all right, another 3 and 3. Interesting. So that means on turns 3 and 4, I'm going to have 5 recruit in each one. So can't pick up the 6-coster, but I can get reassigned to civilian duty at some point. So I got to remind myself of that. All right, let's go. Let's see if we can do this thing and prevent the old one awakening. It's not a good sign, though. Go ahead. Turn 1 begins right now. And here's that starting hand again, which is going to end up being a 3 and 3. Turn 1 is going to give us a Scheme Twist right on top, and you know that never happens to me. Which means a villain or mastermind hunts for victims. That means that Bastion is going to capture a bystander, and that's not great, because that means on the second twist, he's going to KO that bystander and give me my first out of 5, and I can't hit Bastion for 2 turns, so we'll see what happens. Looks like he's going to capture the photographer, who will give me some extra VP at the end if I have some rares. So we'll see if that works out for me. So nothing else I have to do on the twist. So let's just play my 3 recruit. My 3 attack's not even going to go anywhere. I don't have many options. What I mean by prevent is if I hit Bastion and get the bystander off of him, and nobody has any bystanders, when they hunt for victims, they'll capture a bystander instead of KOing one, if that's what you're referring to. All right, so 3 recruit. Here are my options. I've got A, Axe of the Slayer, which is 3, patrol the streets. If it's empty, you get +2 recruit. If it's not, you get +2 attack. And Instinct, instead, you get both. And we've also got Ruby Summers as Guerrilla Warfare. When a card effect causes you to discard this card, if it's your turn, teleport it instead. If it's not your turn, set it aside and add it to your hand at the end of this turn. I think I want to go with Axe of the Slayer. If the streets are going to be empty for a bit, I think, and I'll be able to get the early recruit. If I can build an Instinct deck when Shatterstar shows up, Instinct ranged actually with Elsa and Shatterstar, maybe I get to shatter the Mastermind. We'll see what happens there, but Axe of the Slayer is my first pickup, and we'll see what we free up. And then we got, oh, there's Shatterstar, Strive for Greatness. Works great with Instinct, so that's going to be my pickup on my left-hand side when I have Instinct, so I can clone this, which will be great. And let's go over to the other side. And this was also a 3 and 3. Very rare to get 2 3 and 3s at the beginning of the game. I don't know if that bodes well for me or it's an omen. No idea. Turn 2 is Dupe. You can't fight Dupe if there's a villain in an adjacent city space. Well, you showed up at the wrong time, buddy. Because you're here so early, there's nobody here to save you. So I can fight him. Let me move my villain deck over a little, because casting a shadow on Dupe. I feel like it's a little darker. Hold on, I think I gotta... Alright, there we go. I gotta adjust my lights just a tad. That's a bit better, I think. Anyway, I can fight him this turn. Get him out of here before there's any villains. So 3 attack and 3 recruit. Let's go ahead and deal with Dupe right now. Spending 2 attack. Can fight him for 2. Easy peasy. Done. And then for 3 recruit, I only have one other option. Well, I have Shatterstar here, but I'd rather consolidate my Instinct to one side. Guerrilla Warfare I can also take. I'm going to have to spread around the range. There's a lot of it. And it does give me some early attack. I have to remember that for discards. I do want to take some Ruby Summers on the left. I'm going to try to make Shatterstar work with some ranged, but I gotta go somewhere. I do want to kind of build a shield deck, but I don't have the opportunity. I could take an officer right now. But I still think it's worth it to move the HQ along, especially because it was so expensive at the beginning. So I'll stick with that. We got more Shatterstar. All right, I have the makings of a great Instinct Shatterstar deck on the left, and I can pick up the 5-cost Gladiator's Blades. And I can't clone it, though. So maybe I'll pick up Steve instead. I don't know. All right, my next hand is this. It's a 5 and 1, like I knew it was going to happen. All right, we have our first Sentinel Squad 1 coming in, so they're going to enter the sewers and ambush. If there's no other Sentinel Squad 1s in the city, clone. So once they do enter, there aren't any others, so let's reveal the top card of the villain deck, and it's Meat Market, who's not a Sentinel Squad 1. I'm going to have to look through the deck now for another one. There's one. Okay. So, another one comes in. So I can use them to get some KO power, but unfortunately, with 2 3 and 1s at the beginning of the game, neither turn 3 nor 4 are going to let me hit one. Just bad timing. So hopefully, they can't clone any more while they're in the city, which is good. Still a bit frustrating. Alright, reshuffle the villain deck. We're good there. So with my 5 recruit, again, my options are I could take reassign to civilian duty, which is triple shield. I can KO a shield hero that I played this turn if you do rescue a bystander. That would be great to thin my deck. It's good to take early because of all the shield cards I do have. And Gladiator's Blades is 2 attack and instinct draw card, but more importantly, it has 1 recruited instinct clone. And it's a common, but I'd love to get 2 of these. And I'm going to have 2 instinct cards, so I might as well wait to get Shatterstar until I reshuffle and get some instinct out. So I'm going to go with Steve here, and he'll be good at least at the beginning to help me do some KOing. And there's Monster Hunter Elsa, who rescues a bystander if the sewers are empty with that patrol. Alright, so what I'm hoping for is some recruit power, some instinct over here on this side, so I can clone Shatterstar and get a jump start on what I'm trying to do. And if I do well enough, I can even take Extinction Blast and get some momentum on it hitting the Mastermind too. I do want to try to get that bystander off of him before he KOs it with a Hunt for Victims. I don't know if I'm going to be so lucky. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's cool. I got what I want. I got 4, 6 if the streets are empty, and I have an instinct. So if I can keep the streets clear, it's going to be 2 turns. I might not be able to. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If I do, I can clone Gladiator's Blades. If not, I can clone Strive for Greatness. Either one I'm happy about. Turn 4 is a bystander, the news reporter. I'm very glad one of those showed up. It bought me some time. When you rescue this bystander, draw a card. It's getting captured by the Sentinel squad, which is good and bad because now it's more likely that one gets KO'd when victims get hunted. If the next card is a twist, I'm going to have Bastion hunt for victims instead of the Sentinel squad because it's easier for me to clear that than Bastion. But we'll see what happens. It very likely will be. I can't really avoid all of them. With 5 recruit, I don't want to take either instinct card. The only one I can take is Monster Hunter, which is shield. So I might want to build up some more shield cards over here on the right. I'll take it for 3 and see what the sidekick deck gives me because I do have all the sidekicks available. Ooh, Heir to Legends is good. Great for the Spectrum abilities that Elsa has on her other cards. So I'm getting a sidekick for 2. And it's going to be Skids. Help me prevent some wounds. That's very nice. And so far, so good. Did I get 2 attack in that left hand? I don't recall. I think I had 1 attack. So we'll see what happens. I could awaken Chthon way too early, though. And then I won't be able to do anything. There is a secret here, which is not really a secret, it's just kind of a strategy. If I can get Shatterstar's rares and get the triggers, I can shatter Chthon, which will make him a lot easier to hit. Yeah, that's going to hit a Sentinel squad on turn 6. But hopefully I don't get that far. Yeah, I only have 1 attack this turn. Unless the streets are not empty. We'll see what happens. Okay, turn 5 gives me Blackout. So Blackout is the worst, especially because currently it is Moonlight. So this is 2 bystander KOs right now. Well, at least I don't have to worry about them anymore. So Blackout comes in. Moonlight. It is Moonlight because, yeah, I have even, odd, odd. This is pretty bad. He gets +1 attack for each bystander in the KO pile. So he'll get 9 attack after this. Ambush, hunt for victims. If it's Moonlight... Oh, no, he hunts for victims. Ambush, hunt for victims. If it's Moonlight, hunt for victims again. So I have to remind myself, this is one of those I have to be confident on. He is going to KO a villain on... or bystander on a Mastermind or villain. I'm pretty sure that's how hunt works. Not just himself, but I gotta double check. It's been a while. Go, keyword bot. Yep. KO a bystander that is captured by any villain or Mastermind or in the escape pile. If you can't, then this captures the bystander instead. That's what I thought. All right. So, and if it's Moonlight, hunt for victims again, so it's going to hunt and then hunt. So, unfortunately for me, that means Photographer is KO'd. He hunts again, and the News Reporter is also KO'd. I had to play that one from the villain deck anyway. So that's going to be 2 bystanders out of 5 KO'd. And that's a bad place to be. And alright, that's all he does right now. He gets his bonus of 9 total attack because of those 2 bystanders he just KO'd. Blackout, a lot of you guys mentioned in your comments you kind of messed up your strategies. I'm happier that happened earlier than later. Now there's no pressure from immediate bystanders right now. Give me some time to build some stuff up. And I can do a clone, so let's see if I can use this time I've been given. 3 recruit, 4 recruit. And we got Elsa. So the streets are still empty, so I get 2 more recruit, which is great. I could pick up Defend the Shield Wall, which is you get +1 attack for each other shield hero you play this turn. I'd love to do that on the right with Steve Rogers, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to recruit Gladiator's Blades, which is Instinct, draw a card. This can give me a lot of attack if I stick to the Instinct thing. But when I recruit it, I get to clone it. Let me just look at this. Strive for Greatness is also clonable, and it's Instinct. You may recruit another. You get another 2 recruit, usable only to recruit heroes that cost 5 or more. Works great for recruiting Gladiator's Blades. But I'm going to go ahead and do the faster thing and recruit Gladiator's Blades right here for 5. And because I have an Instinct out, I get to clone it. And there isn't one here. Let's check the top card of the villain deck. And nope, it's another Instinct, but not Gladiator's Blades. So let's find a Gladiator's Blades and gain that one. There it is. Clone is one of the most fun mechanics in here, in my opinion. And I'd love to see it return. Some have speculated it could show up in a Spider-Man set, because when you think of clones in the Marvel Universe, you think of Spider-Man and his stories, and characters like Scarlet Spider and Jackal and such. But it works so well with these X-Men characters too, these mutant characters. Okay. Well, I picked up two cards, and that's great, but that's all I can do right now. This one attack's not doing anything for me. But at least the other side gets to hit a Sentinel squad. Can't rescue that bystander anymore, though. It is gone. Turn 6 is a Master Strike. Here we go. A card from the bystander stack, which is going to be the pizza delivery guy. Becomes a Prime Sentinel. 3 attack with all the stuff. Oh, this is an Epic Prime Sentinel. I gotta flip it around. We're not playing Epic Bastion. 3 attack Prime Sentinel. With Fight, rescue this. Master Strike. Each player reveals the top card of their deck and discards it if it costs 1 or more. It's all on there. So let's go ahead and zoom out. I knew that was going to have to happen because of all the masterminds we're going to be dealing with. So I'll put 1 Prime Sentinel up here. And then just the piece of delivery guy, which will, I think it's draw now or draw later. Yep, that's what that one does. Well, I can't hit the Prime Sentinel right now, but what I can do is hit a different kind of Sentinel. By the way, all Sentinel Masterminds get +1 attack for each Master Strike in the KO pile. So let me go ahead and give them their bonus attack, making them harder to hit as well. So Bastion is at 5 attack, and the Prime Sentinel is at 4. And those are only going to go up, which is scary to me, and should be to anybody playing this. Okay, so when I fight this, nothing happens except they go into my victory pile, because if there's no other Sentinel Squad 1s in the city, KO one of your heroes, and put this one on the bottom. So if I let another one come out, it kind of wastes a KO. So I gotta clear them as fast as I can. 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. Nothing I want to take. The only card I could take is Shatterstar's Strive for Greatness. And I need to keep track of... Oh, it's actually Sunlight, so Blackout loses its bonus at this moment. I don't want to take Strive for Greatness on this side. Very expensive HQ, so I'm going to actually take an Officer just because of how expensive things are. It's going to be a standard shield... Nope, that was weird. I take a standard shield Officer. I'm short on recruit. I need that. I was hoping it would be a special one. Oh, but I got some good stuff. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would maybe use... This is not a super wound-heavy setup, so I might actually want to use that to pick up Defend the Shield Wall, because that'll be a nice shield ramp if I can play skids to get it. Okay, after this shuffle, after turn 7's shuffle at the end of the turn, it'll actually be a much better deck. Alright, Dupe's out here. He's getting his revenge. I can't fight him if there's a villain in an adjacent city space, and there is. And there will be until I clear a space. We're still in Sunlight, so he doesn't get his bonus, but I do only have 3 attack. Unfortunately, that's not enough to hit anything except for this Sentinel squad, but I can thin the deck a little bit, which is great. 3 attack and 3 recruit. Cannot hit that Prime Sentinel. So let's hit the Sentinel squad on the rooftops, and this will give me that KO. So turn this down to 1. If there are no other Sentinel squad ones in the city, KO one of your heroes and put this villain on the bottom of the villain deck. So I'll blow it up for a second, declaring the fight, and I will KO one of these blank shield agents and put the Sentinel squad on the bottom of the villain deck. The reason being is you can clone it from there without shuffling the deck. If one more come out, you know where they are. Alright, and I don't have an Instinct out, so I have to make a choice. Do I want to recruit Strive for Greatness without cloning it? If I do, that means that there's going to be one that I can't clone. There's only 4 of these. But I'm about to shuffle, and I think it is still worth it to recruit this, even if I can't clone it at this moment. I'll just clone the next one. So I'll take this for 3. And I'll get a really good Instinct shuffle in just a moment. And there's International Strike Force Steve Rogers. Here's the last 2 cards of my deck. Look at all these Instincts I already have, which is pretty good for what's going to be the 4th turn on the left-hand side, or the 5th turn. On turn 9. Let's see what I shuffle into. I do also want some shield for reassigned to civilian duty. I think I'll get it. If not, Shatterstar can draw into it with the Instinct I have, but I have to play that first, so we'll see. 4, 5, 6. Alright, that's pretty good. So I can play my 3 shield, I can KO a shield hero, I can rescue a bystander, and I can draw 2 cards. I like how that's being put together. Not the Instinct deck I expected to build, but I guess it's the one I deserve. Turn 8 is Reverend William Stryker, the first of the Purifiers to appear. Ambush, prey on the most mutant teams. So I have 1 Skids over here on the right, and I have 2 X-Force on the left. So he's going to prey on the left-hand side, which is best case scenario. Stryker captures 1 sidekick from the sidekick stack. It's going to be Hairball. And 2 sidekicks from that player's hand and or discard pile of their choice. I don't have any on the left. It would have captured Skids if I was over here, but luckily I have 2 Shatterscars on the left. Finish the prey, KO the captured sidekicks, and fight, gain the captured sidekicks. That really would have messed up my strategy of playing Skids for recruit this turn. But luckily I don't have to do that. So he's preying on me, having captured, and I'll turn it sideways. Having captured Hairball, it's 5 attack to take out. I can't do it this turn, but I can't even hit anything. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3. No, I can't even hit Dupe or the Prime Sentinel. So if I decide to play Skids, that'll give me 3 recruit, 4, 5, 6, and it will again allow me to pick up Defend the Shield Wall, 1 of them, which gives me a ramp based on how many shield heroes I played this turn, and it has Wall Crawl, which would be excellent. I would really like to get this. If I could Wall Crawl this, and then patrol the sewers and rest. I can't patrol this. Oh yes, the sewers are empty because there was a who was there? Stryker came in and he prayed. That's what happened. So he cleared the sewers for Monster Hunter. If I rescue a bystander that lets me draw a card, I could draw Defend the Shield Wall this turn. Yeah, I think Hairball just jumped in at the last minute. So let's see if I get lucky with the bystander I rescue. So we're gonna play Skids right now for the 3 recruit. Thank you for sticking around for that very short time. And we'll go 4, 5, 6. And we'll play my 1 attack. And before I play Elsa, we're going to recruit Elsa. We're going to recruit Defend the Shield Wall. This might strengthen Blackout, but still worth it. Let's see if it's Moonlight or Sunlight. It is Moonlight. So that is going to put Blackout back up to 9, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and get 2 more attack when I play Monster Hunter. Patrol the sewers. If empty, rescue a bystander. And I rescue the copycat. So she fills the sewers. Nope, sewers can't be empty. But at least I can fight her right now and get a KO. I can do that immediately. So honestly, not bad. Now I have something to fight. Let's take her out for 3 attack, fight, KO one of your heroes. Kinda worked out when you think about it. Alright, let's KO. I got an officer. We'll KO one of my agents. I still kind of want the attack right now. And pretty good. I like how that turn ended up. I got 3 attack in the next turn so far. And with all those Shatterstars on the left-hand side, I should be able to hit Stryker before I get the prey gets finished. 4, 5, 6. All right, that's going to be 4 recruit and 4 attack. Pretty good split. Turn number 9 is Predator X. So Predator X clones, ambush, prey on the most covert, and clone. So there's no covert on the left and no covert on the right. So I get to pick. I'm going to have Predator X covert prey on the right-hand side. It's best to get that extra turn. And then it's going to clone. So enters the city, preys over here, and then clone. Let's see if the next one is here. It is! That worked! So now I don't have to shuffle the villain deck. Prey on the most strength. Once again, I don't have any strength out. So I'm going to still prey on the same side. We'll have them both prey. The second one does not clone. Only one clone happens. This is in my camera view. If I go to this, it's going to show Predator X. I'm just going to tuck them a little further over here. Hopefully they won't be in the way. Alright, I still have Striker praying over here. Let's play this in the correct order. So we're going to go Trooper, Trooper, Agent. Just enough. So that's 2 attack, 1 recruit. Then we'll play Reassign to Civilian Duty. 2 more attack. Triple shield. When you may KO a shield hero that you played this turn. If you do rescue a bystander. I'm actually going to KO the standard, not just because these 2 are members, but because I have lots of attack already in my cards. I want to keep a little bit of recruit right now. So I'll KO my trooper, and I will rescue a bystander. That bystander is going to be the aspiring hero from Civil War. I gain a sidekick. That sidekick is going to be Lockheed. Give me a little bit of range. Alright, and now I get to draw some cards. Any wall crawling I can do, there is with Elsa, but I'm not going to take that one over here. Not that I can anyway. So I'll play both Gladiator's Blades, 2 attack and Instinct draw cards. So I get to draw Strive for Greatness. Cool. Let's play Strive for Greatness. I get 2 recruit, and then Instinct, you get 2 more recruit usable. Only 2 recruit heroes that cost 5 or more. I'm going to put that over here as my little supplemental recruit over here. Only for ones that cost 5 or more. And, yeah, still no wall crawls I want to do. Or can do. Let me actually, is there any reason I should not fight Striker right now? I will gain Hairball, and I'm not going to reshuffle, so I can just keep drawing for the moment. 2 more attack. Instinct, draw a card. It's a Trooper. So I actually end up at 9 attack, which I could actually hit Bastion and the Prime Sentinel. But I can also hit Striker and the Prime Sentinel. So I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'll get the bystander off of him, so or he is a bystander. That Hunter Victor's going to work. It's not captured. He is the bystander, but I can clear 2 things. So, or I can hit Blackout. I think I'm trying to avoid losing to the scheme, so nothing here is going to stop that. But the fewer Prime Sentinels out, the better. And I can always weaken Blackout. I'm still in Moonlight, though. Oh, this is rough, but I got to make that choice. Because if I get the finish the prey is going to be KO the captured sidekicks. I guess that's not the worst thing in the world because I don't have that many. None got stolen from me. It's going to enter the city. So I have 2 Predator X on the right though. But I definitely want to hit that Prime Sentinel. So I'm going to have to go down to 5 and hit the Prime Sentinel. Let's just park it in the bridge for now. So yep, it's a 4 attack and I blow it up. Which means that I get to rescue the piece of delivery guy. I will choose to draw a card, an extra card at the end of my turn, because I don't think there's much more I can do right now if I draw it. And with 5 attack, I can hit Striker or I can hit the Mastermind. This is actually a tough choice. You know what? Right-hand side is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 attack. That's going to be enough to hit nothing. And because all my good cards are out here, the city could fill up with... I can hit 1 Predator X on the next turn. If the Predator X will make me discard cards. Okay. Am I more worried about escapes, or am I more worried about not hitting the Mastermind right now? He's going to get stronger. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice Hairball to hit the Mastermind. Which means there's going to be more Masterminds out for Master Strike effects. But they all get stronger. So let's just take a big risk and hit the Mastermind right now. And let Striker finish the prey. I'll get some bystanders. Maybe that'll help me. So I revealed Nimrod, Future Sentinel. Rescue 3 bystanders. So we'll handle that first. 1, 2, and 3. Jump over here. First bystander rescued is the Cloning Technician. Ooh, clone the next hero you recruit this turn that has printed cost 3 or less. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to recruit something that costs 5. Or maybe not. We'll have a clone loaded up. I've also got a standard bystander and the fortune teller. Guess 0 or not 0, then reveal the top part of your deck and check its cost. If you guessed right, draw that card. I'm pretty sure the top part of my deck is 0, and it was, so I'm going to draw it. I can't play it yet because I'm in the middle of an effect, which is Nimrod. KO one of your heroes. So now I have to KO. Okay, now I'm sorry, Montax. I got rid of a trooper already. You're going to go watch the game safely from over here. Nimrod ascends to become an additional Mastermind whose only abilities are Master Strike, Choose, Recruit, or Attack. Each player discards a card with the chosen icon. Nice little callback to his Mastermind from Secret Wars. So let's do this. 5 attack on Bastion, and Nimrod gets 7 attack thanks to the +1 from the Master Strike. But at least there's no more Prime Sentinels out here. Okay, now I'll play the Trooper for 1 attack that doesn't go anywhere. I have a total of 5 recruit towards recruiting something that costs 5 or more. If I recruit something cheaper, though, I get to clone it. And that's tempting. Let's look at my options. So I've got International Strike Force. You get +1 recruit for each hero class you have. And Savior, you get +1 attack for each hero class you have. Not great for over here because I don't plan to have that many hero classes, even though I already have Savior, but the other side will. I've got Bloodstone Pendant, which is 2+ recruit and Spectrum. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile if you do, you get +1 recruit. Also not great for over here, and I can't clone it. Instinct is great, but I won't have Spectrum. And then Heir to Legends is, to play this card, you must discard a card from your hand. All these cards are great, but not for this side. So I could take a risk. I could clone a sidekick. I could clone an officer. If I clone a special officer, that would be really cool. If I had to pick something, maybe International Strike Force, but this plus Instinct is 2, and that's not a lot. I might have 3 with a ranged. This is tough. Then I'll lose my 2 recruit because I have to use that for something more expensive. Heir to Legends is pretty universal. I don't mind discarding a card to play this most of the time, and it's a common. So in lieu of cloning a surprise sidekick or officer, I'm going to pick up Heir to Legends. Because 2 recruit and 2 attack is pretty cool, and I'll probably have something to discard. So I'm going to pick this up with the bonus I got from Shatterstar. And I don't clone anything. And there's Bioelectric Surge. I do want the range too. I can turn this into an instinct range deck pretty well. Alright, so that's the turn. It was a long turn. And now I get to draw 7 cards, and I gotta deal with Striker here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the rest of my cards in my hand. I knew it was gonna be a lot of grays. And now Striker's gonna finish the prey, which I knew was gonna happen. So, KO the captured sidekick. Sorry, Hairball, I had to hit the big bad robot guy. And so he enters the city, unfortunately. What are you going to do? Let's move over. Alright, we're only on turn 10. Things are happening. It's an interesting game so far. Turn 10 is a Sentinel squad, so now the city is full, and that's not good. Because there are no other Sentinel squad 1 in the city, so they're going to enter. And then they'll clone, and then they'll push everybody down. So I have to put 1 in. And, oh, there was 1 on the bottom. I forgot. But I already revealed the strike, so now I gotta shuffle. That's still fine. I just can't have knowledge. And I only tucked 1, so I still don't have knowledge. If you forget and look at the top, that's fine. You just have to shuffle after you move stuff around. Okay. So full city. Gross. I do have 4 attacks, so I can clear 2 spaces. I'm going to have to let both of these Predator X prey on me, though. Which is bad. I can't discard... Oh, actually, check this out. Finish the prey. That player discards the strength hero. If they can't, they discard any non-guerrero hero instead. So if I had done that with Guerrilla Warfare... If it's not your turn... I guess if that happened at the end of my turn and I had Guerrilla Warfare in my hand, it wouldn't have been my turn anymore. I would set it aside and add it to the end of the... So anyway, I couldn't do that anyway. That's fine. 2, 3, 4. I have 4 of everything. I could hit 1 Predator X, but I should probably hit both Sentinel Squad. So let's hit the first one that does nothing. And we'll hit the second one that is going to KO one of my heroes and tucked to the bottom of the deck, and I won't forget this time. Alright, so I'm going to get preyed upon, and it's going to hurt at the end of my turn. So let's pick up something good. I do have International Strike Force. Oh, I guess this needs to blow up. Okay, International Strike Force is, like I told you, it has a ramp based on how many hero classes you have, and I expect to have a lot, and it's a shield card, what I'm trying to do. So, taking Steve over here. And there's an Heir to Legends again. Alright. Now, unfortunately, I'm probably going to have an escape if I, you know, because they're both going to enter the city. If I hadn't done that, I would have had a full city anyway, so there's not much I could have done to prevent that escape. So let's hope that I can, I get a break with something coming into the city next. But most likely, Blackout's going to escape, and he's going to give out some wounds, which is going to hurt. Okay, finish the prey. That player discards the strength hero. If they can't, discard any non-great hero instead. Oh, well, the good news is all I have are great heroes, so both finish the prays completely whiff. Which is something, but it is a full city. As hard as I tried. If I hadn't hit the Mastermind and I hit Striker, I wouldn't have had a full city at this point. So now I'm just going for speed and hoping there'll be some other escapes in the pods if I was playing this. Alright, turn 11, what do we have? Alright, we have I shuffled and we still got a Master Strike. Honestly, probably the best case scenario, although the downside is I still can't hit anything with this hand. But I do have a couple Master Strike effects to do. So we got one more Prime Sentinel coming in. It's going to be the Private Investigator is going to be the Prime Sentinel this time. From the Master Strike on Bastion, the main Mastermind. And then we have Nimrod's effect, which is going to be choose Recruiter attack. Each player discards a card with the chosen icon. So I guess if I pick attack, I lose Elsa. Elsa's going to give me 2 attack this turn. And attack doesn't do anything for me because I can't hit Duke because he's as you would say in D&D, he's flanking, or he's being flanked. So I might as well say attack and keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, my 6 recruit. And again, none of these cards I really want to take. Unfortunately, if I had kept this, wouldn't do much. So I'll pick attack. I can't really do anything with that anyway. And then right-hand side's got to do the same. Yeah, I have 1 attack. Oh, I'm going to have a lot of escapes. So the Shield Trooper gets discarded. Yeah, 2 turns where I can't hit anything. And then, because there's 2 Master Strikes, we have to get some attack bonuses. 5, or 6, and 8. And then we've got 6 for the Prime Sentinel. And things are getting scary. Well, you saw what I had to do. And it is still Moonlight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 recruit. I could take 1 Bioelectric Surge, who cares about Tactical Formation 5/5. Unfortunately, I can't clone him, but that's okay. I still want to recruit him probably over any other card here. Maybe I can take Heir to Legends instead, and then wait for Heir to Legends to be out when I recruit Shatterstar. You know what? I think I'm going to do just that. And there's Silver Bullets Elsa. A little late. Better late than never. This is a very good card. Patrol the streets. If it's empty, you get +1 attack. And attack, you get +1 attack. I was hoping for her. I think it's her uncommon that I wanted to see. And yeah, Extinction Blast is probably just going to sit here the whole time. And we're probably going to have an escape very soon. That's okay. I'm not going to sweat it. I'm just trying to win here. Alright, my next hand is this. So I should be able to get some recruit. It's going to be actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 recruit towards an expensive card. I don't have any ranged out, though. Things are quickly, I was going to say slowly, but quickly getting away from me. Turn 12. Alright, Outcast comes in. And that means we have escapes. And we have not so great escapes. So first thing that happens is Blackout is going to cause me to KO a card that costs 5 or 6 or less from the HQ. I think Bloodstone Pendant is real good for the right-hand side because of those KO power. The Spectrum. Silver Bullets just got here, but I don't have tech support on either side. Elsa is one of the only ones with tech. I was hoping to see her cards early. Because I don't have that tech right now, although it is a class for Spectrum. Oh yes, thank you. I should just flip those all right now. This is the only other one. Not that I can hit it anyway, but I appreciate that. So it's only at 5 attack, and a measly 5. I gotta make a choice. I have to get rid of Bloodstone Pendant. It's okay. I have a lot of recruit already. And it is the common, so I'm sorry. Now we gotta do the escape effect on Blackout. If it's Moonlight, which I just made it not Moonlight. Oh, actually, it wasn't Moonlight anyway. Each player gains a wound, so that doesn't happen, thank goodness. So he just runs off into the escape pile. Luckily without a bystander, and I'll take that. One escape is not good, though. Outcast here in the sewers. Ambush, hunt for victims. So luckily nobody has a bystander. So he's going to capture a bystander. Then each player reveals a random card from their hand. If that card costs less than the number of bystanders in the KO pile, that player discards that card. That means it's a guaranteed discard. So he gets the banker. There are 2 bystanders in the KO pile. So I don't even have to shuffle. I have 5 agents, so 1 agent has to be discarded. That's it. Other side is a shuffle. So if I reveal a 0 cost or a 1 cost, which I don't have, it's going to be discarded. It's Steve has saved me, so Steve does not get discarded on the left. But that does leave me with 1 fewer recruit that I thought I would have. It's only 4. But there is a 4 cost here that I can pick up. And it's Silver Bullets. So I'll take it. Mix up all my classes. Get some more. It's not even the shield card, but you know what I'm going to do. Oh, and there's my second rare. Vengeance of the Bloodstone Gem. This is a cool one. Patrol any city space. If it's empty, you get the printed recruit and attack of the hero in the HQ space under that city space. And double Marvel Knights Blood Frenzy. I think Dupe's going to run away from me, you guys. I don't think I can outrun Dupe. I need some momentum fast. Okay, that's, I got the shield. Ooh, that's cool. So this turn, because I have defend the shield wall, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attack. All right, turn 13 is, oh, that's bad. Another Predator Rex, so we're going to have double the escapes. That's really gross. Okay, so Duke's going to escape. It's another KO. At least this will refresh my HQ. So, he's going to run off. Who am I KOing for that? It's going to be Form of Solid Ruby. Whenever you defeat a villain or mastermind this turn, you get +2 recruit. That's really good, but I don't have a lot of X-Men. I have some. I just have Ruby. Defend the Shield Wall is invaluable. These 2 I can't KO. And Bioelectric Surge I can... I'm going to have the Tactical Formation, and I'm going to be able to clone. It isn't uncommon, and I do hate to KO that. This turn I'm going to have 4, 5, 6. I can pick that up this turn, actually. I can also get Shatterstar. I hate to KO a cloning card. No, Hollow Hub, it has Ambush Prey, and ambush effects only happen when they enter the city. So, it's going to enter the city, and then Prey. Otherwise, it wouldn't trigger the ambush effect. A good question. I'm going to recruit Form of Solid Ruby. It's such a good card. I do have some Ruby Summers. And I have lots of Masterminds to defeat. That's kind of why she's here. So reluctantly, I'm going to have to KO Bioelectric Surge. I really didn't want to have to KO him. And yeah, then Predator X enters, and then Predator X... Well, at least it won't cause a second escape after it clones. Oh, another one popped up just to rub it in. Alright, prey on the most ranged. That's going to be the right-hand side. And then clone. And the top card is Skinner. So where is another Predator X? There's more in there. I know there are. because math. Okay, you do the first one you see, and it's going to be the tech one. Ambush, prey on the most tech. Left-hand side has no tech. Right-hand side has 1 tech, so it has to be the right side as well. Well, right side got preyed upon a lot. So 2 Predator X over there, which is going to cause escapes if I let things get out of control. I've already got the 2. I only have 2 attack. I have 4 attack. I'm probably going to hit Outcast this turn, so I can avoid another bystander KO from a hunt that just happens. Sewers are empty all of a sudden. Let's do this in the proper order. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 attack, 2 recruit, and we're going to play Reassigned to Civilian Duty, which is 2 more attack, triple shield. You may KO a shield hero you played this turn. It's going to be an agent. If you do, rescue a bystander, and that is going to be the rocket test pilot. When you rescue this bystander, choose recruiter attack and hyperspeed 3 for that icon. Okay. I'm going to get 2, 4, 6. I'm going to choose recruit. All I have to do is hyperspeed 2 out of 3 recruit icons. I have a lot of attack icons though, so this might be a mistake. But if I get 2, I can get a rare. So let's see if I get lucky here. All right, choosing recruit. That's 1. That's 2. That's enough. So I hypersped 2. All right, picking up a rare. Thank you, Giraffes, and thank you, Ruby Summers, who would have been either thing. Now I gotta choose which rare. 2 recruit, and then 2 more bonus recruit for heroes that cost 5 or more, and I'm going to do that anyway. Alright. Pretty sure I'm taking Extinction Blast, but let me just check. So to play this card, you must discard 3 cards from your hand. Not a big deal, because it's 10 attack, which is cool. Then we got Vengeance of the Bloodstone Gem. Once again, 4 attack, patrol any city space. If it's empty, you get the printed recruiter attacker of any hero in the HQ under that city space, and Marvel Knights, Blood Frenzy. Oh, this is so tough. Extinction Blast works so well with the other Ruby Summers card I have. Vengeance is an instant card, gives me at least 4 attack. So, are you guys following what I'm about to say? If I take Vengeance of the Bloodstone Gem, I can use that to always patrol the bridge. Leave Extinction Blast there, and this becomes a 14 attack card with no discards. But it has to be empty. The bridge has to be empty. And it is the most likely space to be empty. That's a big gamble. But if I can make that work, that is going to be very, very good. So I think instead of recruiting Extinction Blast, I'm going to take that gamble and try to make that work. I should be able to clear that space most of the time, especially once I get this to work. It is a combo I did not expect, but I'm going to make it work. So let's go ahead and pick up Vengeance. Yeah, we're going to take Elsa instead of Extinction Blast. That's what I'm going to be going for. Alright, we got more Elsa. Alright. And I'm thinning this deck, so maybe I can hit Chthon when it comes out, if that happens. Alright, with 4 attack, I could hit one of the Predator X over there, but the smartest thing to do is going to be to hit Outcast right now, so I can avoid the banker being KO'd. So let's hit him for 4. And rescue the banker, which gives me 2 recruit to recruit things under the bank, which isn't going to do anything for me now, but that's okay. And this is trying to get you to prevent you from being hunted, so you're welcome. All I got to do is clear the bridge and thin the deck a little more, and then I'm going to have a really... What do you mean only 1 recruit from Hyperspeed? I revealed Heir to Legends, and I revealed the Giraffe Patrol. They gave me 2. It was a Hyperspeed 3. I don't think I missed anything there. Alright, turn 14 is going to be another Master Strike, which is going to hurt. It's going to hurt me a lot. And I do get to choose the order, but I don't think it really matters in this case. No worries. Thank you for keeping me accountable. Yeah, the giraffes are hard to see. They're usually overlooked. I'm joking with you. Alright. Let's make another Prime Sentinel. Let's make sure it's not the epic side. There we go. The bystander is going to be the paramedic. Nimrod, choose recruit or attack. Each player discards a card with the chosen icon. Well, left-hand side, I want to keep all the attack I have, I think. So I'm just going to choose recruit and not think about it too hard. Same thing over here. I need all attack I can get. What's up, Grizzly Birds? Thank you for 2 months of the Prime sub. How's this for a Prime Sentinel, boy? I don't get it, but I appreciate it. I'm going to discard a recruit on this side. All right, that was Nimrod. Over here to the other Prime Sentinel, which is each player reveals the top card of their deck and discards it if it costs 1 or more. That happens once because this Prime Sentinel was just created. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Ouch. So I have to discard Gladiator's Blaze on the left-hand side. But the Trooper on the right-hand side is fine. All right. It is a Prime sub, and the pun is that it is a Prime, and also Prime is the Amazon, and also a Sentinel is a thing that watches, and also I am watching. Okay. Explaining the joke makes it so good. Thank you for watching. You're watching Amazon-sponsored Twitch.tv, where Prime subs flow like river waters. How many Master Strikes? 3, 6. If only they paid me to say that. They don't. 9 attack and 6 attack. All right. Getting a little out of control. So what I'm going to do is make some room over here for more Mastermind friends. I should have a nice combo happening soon. All right, that was the Master Strike. I think I'm done with all that nonsense. I'm being preyed upon right here. I can't forget that. So guess what? The sewers are empty. Look at that. 2 attack, patrol the sewers. If it's empty, rescue a bystander. Anything that patrols the sewers, like Elsa's Monster Hunter, is very, very good against preying enemies in the villain deck because they clear the space right away. So I get to rescue a bystander, and it's going to be a standard one. No extra help there for me. But I got 2, I got 3, and I got 3 recruit. That discard nerfed Elsa's ramp here, but that's okay. So I +1 attack for each other shield hero I play. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm at 7 attack. That is enough to hit the Mastermind, or it's enough to hit both of these Predators X before they enter the city. But I could also hit these and get the same result. But if they finish the prey, they're going to hurt me. So I got to clear these, otherwise I'm going to have more escapes, and I really don't want that. So I'm going to spend 3 and then 3 to get rid of both of these. What am I doing? All right, yes, this one. Get rid of both of these. Even though I could hit the Mastermind, or it kind of hurts not to do that. I have 3 recruit and a very expensive HQ, so nothing I can take there. I'm going with the sidekick, and that sidekick is going to be standard. I should probably take more officers, because that'll work well if I get a special one. Although I don't want to be stuck with too many standard officers. I hope I can get Defend the Shield Wall, a second one, and wall crawl it. Alright, we are on to turn 15 with only 5 cards in hand, but not much else I gotta... Oh no, another Master Strike. This is where they start to compound. So we have another Prime Sentinel. This one is going to be the news reporter. And I'm running out of room, so I'm moving. This Prime Sentinel token is from the big pack that Snatchcat did, and I helped with. If you search for Snatchcat legendary tokens, you'll find it. I guarantee you'll find it. Alright, Master Strike. Nimrod's Master Strike. Choose recruit or attack. Each player discards a card with the chosen icon. I gotta do recruit again. Discard on the left. And, oh, I can choose a Guerrilla Warfare. I can discard Guerrilla Warfare, finally, which will, if a card effect causes you to discard this card, if it's your turn, teleported. If it's not your turn, set it aside and add it to your hand at the end of this turn. So it's going to be in my hand at the end of this turn on the right-hand side. Finally, that worked. But now I got to do the Prime Sentinel effect, which is going to be, I'll just show you over here in the bank, because I have 2 of them out when this happened. You're welcome. Each player reveals the top card of the deck and discards if it costs 1 or more. That happens twice. So that's a discard on the left, no discard on the right, and no more deck on the left, so it's going to be a full reshuffle, which means these don't end up in the shuffle. I hope it's not the rare. Now that I said that, it's probably going to be the rare. It is not the rare, so it stays where it is. Cool. Let's increase some numbers. So we got 7, ouch, 7, ouch, 10. This die only goes up to 9. Well, this is 0. and 7 and 8. These are big, scary numbers that I don't like. All right. We're fine, right? We're okay. We can recover from this. I have Heir to Legends to play. I have to discard a card from my hand to play. If I discard the Agent, that's going to give me... If I play Blockade, that's 2, 5, 7 attack. And I can take out 1 Prime Sentinel. And I think that's worth it. So I'll play Lockheed and get the total of 7 attack. City's scary though. Oh, this is in the city. So I have some buffer there in the city. So let me hit 1 Prime Sentinel before they get 2 out of control, even though they're already kind of there. So do I want the News Reporter, draw a card? Do I want the Private Investigator to investigate, or do I want the Paramedic? No wounds. I don't really want to draw a card, so let's go ahead and get the Private Investigator. That'll let me investigate for a card with a certain icon. So I'll take out this Prime Sentinel, rescue the Private Investigator, choose Recruiter Attack, investigate for a card with that icon. I'm going to investigate for attack, and oh, I got the rare. So if I draw and play the rare right now, I can patrol either empty space, and I'll get 4 plus 4. I can 8 attack this way, and with that 8 attack, I can clear more things. I can hit the Mastermind too. I could get more later once I cleared the bridge, but I should hit things while I can. So I'm going to tuck the Trooper that I revealed, and I'll draw Vengeance of the Bloodstone Gem, and I'll play it. 4 attack. I'll patrol a city space. If it's empty, I get the printed recruit attack of the hero in the space under that city space. I've only played 1 Marvelite, so no Blood Frenzy, but I will patrol the bank. Foremost Solid really has 4 attack printed, so I get 8 total attack. So I can clear a Prime Sentinel, I can hit the Mastermind, or I can clear the city a little bit. I think I've already played 4 Master Strikes, so I'm going to hit the main Mastermind and maybe get some bystanders to do more cool stuff. So let's go ahead and hit Bastion for 8 and see what we reveal. Template, Infected Sentinel. Fight, rescue 3 bystanders. A 1, a 2, a 3. It's okay. I don't need to clear the bridge with itself because it won't be able to activate later, and I have more cards to get through, so I have more time to clear the bridge. Otherwise, I would have right now. Standard, tourist couple. Rooftops are not empty, bridge is not empty, so nothing for me. Okay, back to the Mastermind. Okay, KO one of your heroes. Oh! I forgot I had to do that. So now I have to KO one of these. Shoot, I forgot about that part. There's no option, so obviously, I'm gonna have to KO Axe of the Slayer. Kind of a bummer that I have to do that. And, yeah, I should have remembered that, otherwise I wouldn't have done it. Alright, and this one becomes Master Strike. Each player reveals a covert hero or discards one of their non-gray heroes. So 5 plus 4 is 9, last time I checked. So this becomes a 9 attack Mastermind. And let's put Bastion back where he is. At 8. Okay. We lost an Elsa card, but we'll see if it was worth it. Alright, new hand for the next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And getting decent attack every turn on the left. Okay, and the Guerrilla Warfare is added to my hand at the end of that last turn, so I'm back to a 6-card hand. Turn 16, another Predator X. Okay, so by my calculations, 5 have already come out, which means they can't clone anymore. So I don't have to look. I'm pretty sure there's only 5 in that villain group. I'm just going to check to be sure. So Purifiers only have 5 Predator X, 1 for each hero class. Which means this one can't clone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's correct. So they're not going to do anything except prey. Enter the city, prey on the most instinct, which is going to be the left-hand side. And they don't clone. Alright, we're going to go ahead and play Guerrilla Warfare. 2 attack. A 3rd attack from the Trooper. A 4th attack from the Trooper. We have 2 agents to play, and then we've got International Strike Force, plus 1 recruit for each hero class I have. I have Ranged and Strike. Not a lot, but I'll take it. 2 more. And Savior. How many bystanders have I rescued? Whoops. Just 2, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure 3 is what you need to hit for Savior. So no extra attack for me. But I can still hit something. One of these Predator X. Or I can hit the one preying on the left-hand side. I need more officers. This is pathetic. I'm going to take an officer for my recruit. And it's going to be a standard officer as well. With my 4 attack, I will hit the one preying on the left-hand side. I'll help him out. And I'll take it for me. And that's it for the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be the left-hand side that helps me out with this. There's more Lilin coming, and I should watch out for them. It really is too bad about those 2 escapes I had, because now I have some momentum. I am already at turn 16, though. I have hit the Mastermind a lot of times. And I got some decent VP. Turn 17, another Sentinel squad. Alright, so they're going to come in, and I'm pretty sure there's still one on the bottom, right? Right? Nope, that's a scheme twist. So I do have... Oh, there was one underneath it, so... There weren't any others, so they clone. That's another shuffle. Clean things up a little bit. I love the art on Predator X. And I love how the background was different based on the hero class. I think that's a really cool choice. All the art in Messiah Complex is great. The awesome Noel Lopez Grego did the art for the entire set. Everything you see in the city right now is Messiah Complex art. And the Mastermind. Everything is Messiah Complex. It's very, very, very good. If you don't even want to play it, get it for the little mini art gallery. But you should play it. Okay, full city. It's okay. Let's do the Shatterstar draw combo. First one's just going to give me 2 attack. The second one's going to give me 2 more attack. And a card draw. And it's going to be another Shatterstar, which will play for 2 recruit plus 2 more bonus recruit towards a card that costs 5 or more. A hero that costs 5 or more. So yep, that's correct. Now let's play Heir to Legends by discarding an agent. So that's 2 more recruit and 2 more attack. And then 2 more recruit on top of that. I'm at 6. So I can actually take Extinction Blast too. But I think it's better to not take it and leave it there for the rare Elsa. But I do have to clear the bridge to make that happen. So I'm not going to do it this turn because I won't take advantage of all the attack that I have. I kind of want to leave the Sentinel squads there, but I am tempted by the KO. So I think I might throw... No, if I wanted to go, it would be 2, 4, and that would be it. So I'm going to do is I'm going to hit both Predators X for 6 so I don't waste any attack. And just take them both out and clear those spaces. And hopefully I can clear the bridge later. And I have 6 recruit plus 2 bonus. Yeah, this would be really cool. But again, if I can clear that bridge, get Striker out of there, that's 10 attack without having to discard anything. And I like that a lot. So I'm going to leave the rare where it is and let it do its work in the HQ. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Form of Solid Ruby again. Do we even have one? I can't remember if I took one or not. But this is going to be more recruit to get more stuff. Plus, it's got 4 attack on it. I'm going to take it. So if I spent the 2 recruit that I got from Shatterstar, I technically have 2 recruit left. So we'll spend that on a sidekick. And it's Throg, who might actually work over here with all the recruit that I have. 3, 4, 5, and a reshuffle. If I get the rare, I could clear Striker with this hand and then get 10 attack with the rest of it. If I can thin this deck so that happens every time, I would be so happy. Not quite a cheat code. I get to draw some cards, so maybe I'll get there. Turn 18. Here we go. Another Sentinel squad. All right, so that's a wasted KO, but at least they don't clone anymore. All right, luckily the only space that's empty is the streets. So the streets are empty, so I get 3 total attack from Elsa. 3, 4, 5. All right, looks like this side's gonna clear the bridge for me. And 3 recruit. Let's hit Striker. He hasn't captured any more sidekicks, so you're out of here. And 3 recruit. I don't want Axe the Slayer over here. I'm getting another officer. I'm going all in on officers. Want a special one, but whatever. This is a side to pick up officers on. Because of defend the shield wall. Still good. Want more of those. Alright, we're on to turn 19, and we're going to get... Oh, I defeated it. The one on the left-hand side was defeated on the right-hand side. Otherwise, it would have. Turn 19 is Pink Sphinx. Was fight, Spectrum, KO one of your heroes. Okay. 1, 2, 3 attack. Followed by Steve. He is Steve. 2 more attack. Shield, shield, shield. You may KO a hero. Shield heal to play this turn. So yeah, I think I want to actually get rid of the agent. So I'll play all 4 of these first. Then I'll play reassign, and I'll KO the agent. And I get to rescue a bystander, and it is a standard bystander. Okay, Gladiator's Blades. 2 more attacks, 6, 7, and a card draw. And it's another Gladiator's Blade, so I chain it. 2 more attack, and a card draw. And it's Heir to Legends, which I can't play anymore because I don't have any cards in my hand. Woe is me. But I do have 9 attack. So, I can hit a Mastermind, but then the city is very full. Nothing else can clone. Right-hand side is going to have some decent attack. So right-hand side can take care of the city. I should hit a Mastermind while I can, while the city is not a huge threat. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Template Infected Sentinel for 9, because they will get more powerful. And nothing else happens before the last strike happens. And that's all this turn can do. That's 1 fewer Mastermind I have to worry about. Ooh, nice hand. Look at that. I can do the Ruby Summers thing as long as I clear the bridge this next turn, which I will be able to. I'll hit a couple of Sentinel squads, I think. Turn 20. Meat Market. That might change what I end up fighting, though. Meat Market gets +1 attack for each bystander in the KO pile. Ambush, hunt for victims. So that is just going to give him a bystander and fight. You may KO a card from your discard pile. Alright. So Meat Market gets +1 attack for each KO'd bystander. That's 2, so he's at 5. Ambush, hunt for victims is going to give him the Alligator Trapper, which is great because once I defeat him and rescue them, I'll get some recruit for clearing the sewers. So let's do that. I'm going to start with Steve here. I'm still not Savior. Can I fight Meat Market before I play that? I could, and then I would get +1 attack for each hero class I have. Let's say I do that. That would require me to do the following. I would get 1, 2, 4 recruit, 1 attack, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd hit Meat Market. I'd rescue the bystander. I would be Savior. Then I would end up with 2, 3, 4, 6 total recruit, and I would get 2 more attack from Savior, which would let me hit a Sentinel squad. So I think that's actually the way I want to play it. It's good to play those things out and pretend sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit, and 1 attack. I feel like I'm playing Scrabble and playing all my letters. So 1 attack for each other shield hero I played this turn. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I use that die? That was very weird of me. So I got 4 more attack. I'm up to 5, which is just enough to hit Meat Market in the sewers. Fight, you may KO a card from your discard pile. I think I will do that, sir. You can call that thing a sir. And I have stuff in my... I got enough officers, I'll KO the shield agent from my discard pile. Okay. And I rescue the Alligator Trapper. The sewers are empty, so I get 2 recruit. Look at that. So rescue. Now I got 3 bystanders, so now I will play International Strike Force. I have 2 hero classes, so I get 2 recruit and I get 2. I spent the 5, I get 2 attack. Now, I have 8 recruit. I could pick up Extinction Blast over here too, but I think Defend the Shield Wall is better for me, and I want to use that with the rare. So I'm going to spend the 2 to clear the sewers. Nothing happens except a defeated Sentinel. Luckily, I'm not playing Epic Bastion, because that would power them up. So yeah, I'm leaving the rare. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the second Defend the Shield Wall and wall crawl it. I think I forgot to do that the first time. Which is fine. It's legal to forget to do it. You don't have to do it, but I do want to do it. And Guerrilla Warfare. I'm going to get a sidekick for my final 2, and it's Lockheed, another Lockheed. This is great. I got a shield deck going, and I've cleared the bridge. Yeah, pretty good hand. Coming up. Speaking of which, I did clear the space over Extinction Blast, so this should be good. Turn 21. A Sentinel Squad 1 comes in, but they do not clone, which I expected. So, can I do the Blood Frenzy with Marvel Knights? Not quite. I don't have any draw ability, so I might as well play it right now. So check it out. Vengeance of the Bloodstone Gem. 4 attack, I'll patrol the bridge. I get the printed recruit attack of anything in there. So I get 10 printed attack. No other strings attached. So 14 attack. That's where I'm at. The combo worked. I'm very happy about that. I want to play Heir to Legends. Am I going to make 6 recruit for Throg? I could. Conditional recruit does count as making recruit towards Throg, but it's only 2 attack. I'm just going to discard the Giraffe Patrol to play this. I don't know why I didn't think of that earlier. So I'm at 16 attack and 2 recruit. Now I can play Form a Solid Ruby. I'm at 20 attack. All right, this is good. Now we're talking. Whenever I defeat a villain or mastermind this turn, I get +2 recruit, and I will. I got to remember that. The rare was an instinct, so I'll play Strive for Greatness, 2 more recruit, and I get 2 more bonus recruit towards the more expensive card, cost 5 or more. And now I'll play Throg. Throg gives me 2 more recruit, and if I made at least 6 recruit, which I did, even with the conditional, I didn't need to care about that. I get 2 attack, so I'm actually at 22 attack. Double dice time, 22. All right, and every time I defeat a villain or mastermind, I get 2 recruit. This is awesome. So what can I defeat? Let me just look at the mastermind. So 7. Oh, he's at 10. That's gross. 17. No, I can go 7, 14. I can go Prime Sentinel, Bastion. I do risk the city getting full. So I could hit 2 of them. I can go 18. I can go 18, 20, 22. And that gives me a little breathing room in the city. And then I'm defeating 4 things, getting extra recruit. So let's go with that. We'll see what the masterminds do. We're going to hit the most expensive thing first. We'll hit Nimrod for 10. We'll go down to 12. And see what happens. So Nimrod here doesn't do anything because he's just defeated. If my double agent... Okay, sorry, unrelated question. I gotta lose track here. Alright, I defeated that. I'm down to 12. Let me finish this effect. Whenever I defeat a villain or mastermind this turn, I get a +2 recruit, so I did defeat a mastermind. Alright. Question from Hollow Help. Who needs some Hollow Help? If my double agent bystander shows up when you have Defend the Shield Wall, would be sweet, but not as good as that Elsa Ruby rare combo you got. Oh, it wasn't a question, but yes. That would be great, but yeah, I'm really happy this combo worked out. If only I could play it more often. Alright, I got 12. So I could go 2, 4, 8, 10, and that would give me 10, 12, 14, 16 recruit, which is really tempting. But I do get to draw a card with this Prime Sentinel, so we'll see what happens. I'll go down to 5 by spending 7 and hit this Prime Sentinel. So the Prime Sentinel blows up. I rescue the news reporter, which is draw a card, and I will. Maybe it'll help me. Throg goes away, by the way. It's an agent. I get 2 more recruit. I had 2 escapes, but I have the Elsa Bloodstone Ruby Summers combo where I can play the rare and get her printed attack. So that's very exciting. I'm at 11 recruit here, and now I got a lot of recruit coming my way. So I'll take out 2 Sentinel Squad 1s. The 2 escapes are going to hurt me, though. So no KOs on either of these, but that's fine. I hit 1, I hit 2, and that's going to be Down to 1. I'm at 12, 13, 14, 15 with Form of Solid Ruby. I have 15 recruit. What do I take? That's the question. I want to leave Extinction Blast there. I don't want to take anything that's going to clog my deck because I have so much good stuff working already. If only I could convert that. Form of Solid Ruby is just 4 attack on it. I think I just want to take this. Okay, cool. Should be at 9, right? Yeah. Alright. Oh, and I can clone this. Although... yeah, I'm taking that. I got 9 recruit left. I could clone Strive for Greatness. It only gives me more recruit. I don't really need it. You know what? Elsa's Bloodstone Pendant. I have plenty of other classes now for Spectrum, even though I have a lot of Instinct. I'm going to take Bloodstone Pendant. I didn't think I was going to take it. Let me KO more stuff. That should be at 4. I had 9, right? Oh, and there's Shadow of War's Past. Save your mana at a time. Yeah, I think this deck is humming so well, I don't really want to take anything else here. I would have recruited Shatterstar earlier. Use the conditional on Ruby. I did. I already got a whole bunch of recruit from defeating stuff. Unless that's not what you're talking about. What do I get for 4? At a time's fine. Guerrilla Warfare is also okay. I'm not doing a lot of discarding over here, except with Heir to Legends. I'll take Guerrilla Warfare, because I do have Heir to Legends. Oh, and there's Stalk the Night Stalkers. That's a card I've been waiting for. Oh, I forgot about the expensive extra recruit. Whatever. You may have a villain Mastermind hunt for victims. If it KOs a bystander this way, you may KO a hero from your hand or discard pile. And then you may also rescue it instead of putting it in the KO pile. That's what I was hoping to use with this setup, but it just showed up for the first time. Yes, yes. Well, I already forgot about it, so that's okay. I want to keep this... if you're talking about the rare Ruby Summers, I want to keep it there. For Elsa's rare. Because it works so much better that way, in my opinion. One of the only reasons I'd keep a rare in the HQ, even though I can pick it up. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6. More KOing at least. Alright, we're on turn 22. What do we got? We got, ooh, Sister Nil. So Moonlight, Sister Nil gets +2 attack. We're in even, odd, even. We're in Sunlight, luckily for us. Ambush, Hunt for Victims. So she gets Maggie Lang. Oh, Maggie Lang is not in this setup. This is an Ant-Man and the Wasp card. So I had to refresh my bystanders. Opera Singer. Okay. Oh, the first one. Sorry, I had a bit of a delay. Yeah, I should have, but I recruited as many things as I was happy with. Then each player reveals more non-gray heroes than the number of bystanders in the KO pile or gains a wound. There are 2 bystanders in the KO pile, so I have to reveal 3 non-gray heroes. And that's 1, 2, 3. I succeed. Left side, 1, 2, 3 also succeed. So she's got the Opera Singer. I'm not as worried about the scheme anymore. I'm still a little worried though. So let's begin with our standard sidekick to draw. I'm gonna reshuffle my deck this way, which is fine. I still want to do it. So that's 1 and then reshuffle. And 2. Here we go. 2. Okay, I'll play Guerrilla Warfare for 2. I'll play all my grays. That's 3 recruit. And 1, 2. 4 total attack. I don't really need to rescue the bystander that badly. 5, 6. If I knew that I was going to have the attack, I might. But it's going to take too long. The criteria is, this is for the tournament. So the criteria is what everybody in that pod or group of players collectively owns. And this pod collectively does not own Marvel Studios Ant-Man and the Wasp, so nobody can use Marvel Studios Ant-Man and the Wasp bystanders. If you go to tournament.bageltopgames.com, actually, does this work? Did I do this? Yeah, there it is. Ignore the brackets. You can see the setups. I'm playing week 2, pod 16. You can see all the details there if you want to see more. I got the attack 246. I'm not playing in the tournament. I'm playing the setup that I assigned for the tournament, just so I'd have something fun to play, and folks who played it could see how this setup went. So you got +1 attack for each other shield hero you played this turn. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me at 11 attack. All right, I definitely want to hit Sister Nil. So that'll put me down to 6, which won't let me hit the Mastermind. Although I can afford one more bystander KO, I think. But I think there's another blackout. Is there one blackout or 2? I think there's 2 blackouts. And when the other one comes in, that's going to hurt. So, this is a tough decision. I have to check. Are there one blackout or 2? Because if there's another one, there's only one blackout. Okay, in that case, I think I can leave that. So let's hit the Prime Sentinel. I have to hit those anyway. I'll leave myself with 4 attack, and that's going to rescue me the Paramedic. You may KO a wound from your hand or from any player's discard pile. There aren't any. Guess what? I get to zoom in. All the extra bystanders are gone for now. And Pink Sphinx. White Spectrum. KO one of your heroes. I do have Spectrum. Tech, covert, range. I just barely have it. So, yes. What is your bystander? Pink Sphinx. Defeated. And 3 recruit. Do I want to take anything over here? Oh, are you actually... Is that actually your bystander? Are you the person represented on the card? Because that would be news to me. Yeah, I'm just going to take an officer. We'll just lean in. More officers. Hey, I got Sharon Carter. That's so cool. I can't believe you didn't mention that before. You want to tell the story about how you got a legendary bystander? Would love to hear it. Like, what year was it and all that? That's super cool. All right, turn 23 is whatever this is. Outcast. Okay, so there goes the opera singer. Ambush, hunt for victims. Bye-bye, opera singer. That's the 3rd bystander KO out of playing a very dangerous game. Then each player reveals a random card from their hand. If that card costs less than the number of bystanders in the KO pile, the player discards that card. Okay. So that could only get rid of 1 or 2 costs, and so it's just going to be a 0. Let's see what happens. It is Shatterstar. 3 is equal to 3. So that stays. Other side has some 0s. So let's see what happens. No. Poor thing. Back pre-pandemic, I used to demo Legendary at the Upper Deck booth at Gen Con and Origins. Very cool. Awesome that you got a bystander. Okay, so we lose the Shield Trooper. I might have to see if you can sign my bystander for me someday. I think it's super cool to get those signed. That's awesome. Well, welcome. I didn't know we had a celebrity here. If you're not in the Discord, come by the Discord and say hi. People will be excited to meet you there. Okay, so turn 23 is all this stuff. Let's see what I can get. I have just enough shield to make Steve Rogers card work. I've got 1 attack and 2 recruit. And then we'll play reassign to civilian duty. 2 attack. Shield, shield, shield. You may KO a shield hero you played this turn. Get rid of this one. I'll save you for now, Kyla. Be on your best behavior. If you do rescue a bystander, and I rescue a standard bystander, a lot of bystanders here. And we'll play Strive for Greatness. 2 recruit with 2 bonus recruit for cards that cost 5 or more. Harder to see when I'm zoomed in. And now I got Heir to Legends I can't play. So if I didn't play all 3 shield cards first, I couldn't have KO'd, so I would have to choose... you know what? I'm going to change my order. I'm going to not play Strive for Greatness, I think. So I'll get rid of the bonus, down to 2 recruit, and I'll discard it to play Heir to Legends. So I can get 2 attack and 2 recruit instead. I think that's my better move. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. That way I can hit Sister Nil to, like, get revenge for what just happened. She has, is it Moonlight? It is not, so I should hit her while she's 5 attack. Let's get her out of here. And with my 4 recruit, I just want to KO cards. I don't really want to take anything else. So I'll get a sidekick to try to draw more things. And it's Hairball. I'd love to get Shatterstar's rare, but I don't want to recruit anymore over here from my options. I hope that doesn't make me a bad person. Alright, I got a couple draws coming up. And some more recruits, so I might have to take some stuff. Turn 24 is Scheme Twist. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. Alright. I can't believe it's only the 2nd Scheme Twist. I guess extra villain groups and a lot of strikes played will do that. A villain or Mastermind hunts for victims. Alright, you get it, Sentinel Squad 1. You get the Triage Nurse. Okay. Only Twist 2. But unfortunately, I can't fight it this turn, so that's kind of rough. If I get another Twist, I have 7 recruit, which is cool. Let's take Stalk the Night Stalkers for 6. Watch me pull another Twist and have my 4th bystander KO. I had 2 twists on like turn 3 on my 2nd attempt on this stuff. That is rough. There's nothing you can do about that when that happens. Just like the early escapes you can't prevent all the time. Turn 25, it's just Skinner. But he is going to cause another KO. I'm in the danger zone here, you guys. So Skinner gets +2 if there are at least 4 bystanders in the KO pile. There aren't! Luckily for me, but unfortunately when he ambushes, there will be. Ambush hunt for victims. So that combo caused that to happen. Triage Nurse. Alright, we're 1 bystander away from the unleashing of Chthon, and that's also going to buff Skinner up to 7. I gotta take these Masterminds out. Fast. He's still got, what, 2 tactics left? That's rough. Alright, let's see what I can do. 1 Shatterstar first. The old one's getting restless. Nothing happens. Second one, 2 attack and draw a card. And it's Elsa. I do not have Spectrum. And I don't have Form of Solid Ruby's effect. So I guess I'm just playing everything as is. That's 8 attack. And that's going to be 9 and 10 total attack. And we got 2 recruit. No Spectrum. Only have 2 hero classes. And a 3rd recruit. Alright. So as much as I want to hit Bastion, well, I guess Skinner won't get a bystander unless I play a bystander from the villain deck, which I easily could do. Can right-hand side hit him if that happens? Yeah, I've got the shield ramp. I got some good attack on the right. So I'll hit the Mastermind and we'll hit the Sentinel Squad as well. Nope. That was the wrong button. Not a Master Strike. The Mastermind hit. Honestly, it's a miracle that doesn't happen more often. Okay, this next Mastermind is going to be Machine Man Sentinel Supreme. 3 bystanders rescued. A 1, a 2, a 3. First, it's... There you are! No, you're the double agent. This is the undercover agent. You're not there at all. Ignore me. When you rescue this bystander, a player of your choice, gain the shield officer. Going to the right-hand side. That's another Sharon Carter. There's 2 of those. Second one, legendary game designer. There he is. I get a shard. Let's make it a blue shard. Oh, that's hard to see. Let's make it a red shard. And then finally, the animal trainer. Each instinct and or covert hero currently in the HQ costs 1 less this turn. That's all of them, except for Ruby. I'm gonna leave that right there so I remind myself. What's going on? All right, got those 3 rescued. Got myself a little shard. That's cool. And then back to the Mastermind. His Master Strike is each player reveals a tech hero or gains a wound. That's gonna be a bit rough. So I'm gonna just scoot him over, bleeding into the bridge a little bit. So 8 attack here, and 11 attack for Machine Man. That's more than I got. I got a shard, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to go ahead and hit this Sentinel Squad 1, which is going to KO one of my heroes, which is going to be this gray. And this Sentinel Squad goes to the bottom of the villain deck. And here we go. That's it. Yeah, I got it. I just did it kind of out of order for no good reason. Oh, no, for the tactic, too. Thank you. Oh, gotta choose the drums or the dinosaur. Oh, that's tough. What would you choose? I'm gonna keep the dinosaur around for just a second longer. So it is 2 KOs. That was cool. And everything's cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. I sound like a bird now. Okay. Instant I get both. I guess Axe the Slayer is pretty good. So even though I can get Strive for Greatness, I'll pick up Axe the Slayer for the 3 recruit I've got. And more silver bullets. Actually, it cost me 2, so I'm at 1, but just counting. I got a shard over here for later. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's a 14. That's 14, 16, 18. There's a 22 card hand, a 22 attack hand right there. I just gotta hope. How much attack is Chthon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move over. Yeah, I have 23 attack. It's not quite enough. I do have a card draw, though. So I could draw into more, so we'll see what happens. Turn 26. A Sentinel Squad, who are going to clone from the bottom of the villain deck. Okay. Let's see what happens. I have some hero classes. I have 3 hero classes: strength, range, attack. So 3 recruit and then 3 attack because I already hit the savior threshold. All right. I'll play my 2 shield. So that's 1 attack, 1 recruit. We'll play defend the shield wall for 1, 2, 3 attack up to 7. Not as many shield as I wanted. Elsa gives me 1 attack if the streets are empty. But I'll actually play Lockheed first. It's going to give me 8, 9, up to 8, 9, 10. 3 more attack. Thank you. He goes to the discard, the sidekick deck. So, Outcasts in the streets. I could hit them. I go down to 6. Then I play Elsa. I go up to 7, 8, 9. I can go 7, 8, 9. Or I can hit the Mastermind, which I probably should do. So, let's hit Outcast. Clear the streets for that 1 extra attack. Do I need the extra attack, though? If I hit the Master, will be at 2. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't need the extra attack. I also want to go 7 and then 8, 9. Which I could also do. Or I could just hit Machine Man. But the city is getting scary. And I can hit something in the city and something else. So, yeah. Or I could just go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could do that too. Yeah, the 1 extra attack isn't really doing much for me. Left-hand side's got a big attack turn coming anyway. So let's just play Silver Bullets right now. For 2 attack, nothing else. And we're going to hit the Mastermind proper for 8. And we'll end at 4. Alright. The last tactic is Master Mold Sentinel Factory. Rescue 3 bystanders. The first one is a sidekick. Nope, that's the wrong stack. I'm going to look over. Oh, we're not even at 2 hours. I'm losing it early. Okay, 1, standard. 2, banker. Cheaper. 3, standard. Alright. Back to the Mastermind. And KO one of your heroes. Can't forget that this time. Get rid of a shield agent. And then he becomes Master Strike. A Sentinel Henchman from the villain deck enters the city. Shuffle the villain deck. That's really rough with the Sentinel Squad 1. Gotta zoom out again. We got too much stuff going on. So I'll move Machine Man up here. We've got 4 plus 4 being 8. Then we got another 4 plus 4 is 8. I got 4 attack left. I can go 4, I can go 2 and 2. I think I'm going to go 2 and 2. We're going to go 1 Sentinel Squad 1, doesn't do anything. And the other Sentinel Squad 1 is KO one of your heroes, and this goes to the bottom of the villain deck. So, who are we KOing? A Shield Trooper. Thin this deck a little more. I've got 4 recruit. Bank is cheaper. I'm not recruiting from the bank. We're going to get another Silver Bullets, which is a card that I like. So that's going to me. I also could have taken Shadow of Wars Past for more out of time, or for more shield. Play it from out of time. But I didn't. Surprising everybody, including myself. I gotta be careful now. We could wake Chthon any moment. His alarm's about to go off. He set it way early, because he did that thing where, you know, he was trying to make a new habit and set it for way earlier than he normally would wake up, because he just thought, you know, this time I'm just going to get up, I'm just going to be tired today, but after the end of the day I'm going to be on a good sleep schedule, so I'll just get up early. I hope he does that thing we all do where he doesn't actually get up early, because once you actually try to get up early, it's terrible. But that is not usually the case with these old gods. They're pretty consistent. 4, 5, 6. That's a lot of grays for all the grays I've KO'd. Maybe it feels like more than it has been on that side. Okay, turn 27. The exact amount of attack I need to defeat Chthon. Cameron Hodge shows up, enters the sewers, prays in the most mutants. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. There's the line of the stream. Canonized, well done. And none over here. So they're gonna pray. It's gonna prey on me. Cameron Hodge captures one of that player's non-gray heroes of their choice. Thank goodness it's not of my choice. Not the highest cost. Okay, well, what would I most likely be okay with him taking? Probably Guerrilla Warfare, because I'll just discard Giraffe Patrol instead, and I can probably defeat him for points. He's going to capture Guerrilla Warfare over there. And I'm going to leave this here to show you that it's 6 attack to take him down. Alright, I don't get the Marvel Knights bonus, so let's go ahead and do this thing. Another Vengeance of the Bloodstone Gem. 4 attack, plus I'll patrol the bridge to give myself 10 more attack. I'm at 14 all of a sudden. Now let's see what we can draw with 2 more attack, up to 16. Draw a card. It's Steve. I'm not going to play 3 shield this turn, so I might as well play him now, putting me up to 18 attack. We'll play Heir to Legends by discarding the Giraffe Patrol, no, if I gain Guerrilla Warfare, it's going to my discard anyway, so yeah, I'll discard the Giraffe Patrol starter to play Heir to Legends, which puts me up to 20 and 2 recruit. Yep, that's great. And then form a Solid Ruby up to 24 attack. Whenever I defeat a villain or Mastermind this turn, I get +2 recruit. Okay. Smart ways to handle this. 11. 19. It'll be 27 if I wanted to hit all 3. I have 25 with my shard. So I can almost win the game this turn. I'm 2 attacks short from doing that. But alas, that is not enough. So I guess I'll just try to avoid Master Strikes and stretch my attack as far as it'll go. If only I could convert Recruit into attack. Or I had the Blood Frenzy bonus, but I don't. So 8, 16, 23. It's probably the best bang for my buck. I do have to KO a hero if I do that. I got Cameron Hodge over here, though, and I don't really want him to enter the city. So I can go 11, 19, 25 if I spend the shard. That'll really maximize my points per turn here. Yeah, I'll do that. Let's start with Cameron Hodge. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, spend the shard, and down to 19. And we'll take him out. Choose a player to gain the captured hero. I will gain Guerrilla Warfare. And take out Cameron Hodge. And we'll go down to 8 after we hit Machine Man for 11. So Machine Man's gone. Yeah, that's funny. The exact amount I needed to win the game is the same amount you need to hit Chthon. That is true, right? That's very funny. 16, 26, 27. Yeah, exactly. 27 would have been exactly enough for all 3 Masterminds with the amount of strikes I played. Let's leave original Bastion, original recipe Bastion. No, he'll make more Masterminds. I don't want that to happen. We'll instead hit original Bastion for the final blow. Which means Master Mole is the last one left. I think I had 1 attack left over or something. It doesn't matter. I don't think that was... Oh, it was exact. I spent the shard. And I'll get a sidekick. Oh, and I get... I defeated 3, so I get 2, 4, 6. Thanks to Form a Solid Ruby. I almost just want to take Extinction Blast now, but it's not going to show up in time. So I'll refresh the HQ a little. That'll be fun. Let's take Guerrilla Warfare for 3. See what comes in. And we'll take another Bloodstone Pendant. Oh, there's Gene Splice Creation. Where have you been this entire game? When recruited X-Force Clone, and then ranged Instinct Shadow the Mastermind. Would have loved to have that earlier. Alright, turn 28. What you got? A Sentinel Squad. How original. What's at the bottom of the villain deck? Oh, look, a Sentinel Squad. Alright, I'm going to probably clear both of those. Because I kind of don't like how they're showing up. I could get a Bystander if I... So if I want to play Silver Bullets first, that's going to give me 2, 3... and then I can clear the sewers and go 4, 5 and a Bystander. Or I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I can hit Outcast and a Sentinel Squad. And with no Bystander. Better points per turn this way, I think. So let's go with that. Monster Hunter for 2. Sewers are not empty yet. Elsa's Silver Bullets, 3, 4. Streets not empty, but I do get the +1 for tech. And then a Shield Trooper makes 6. And so we can take out the Sentinel Squad in the sewers. And we can also clear the streets by hitting Outcast right now. And that's going to leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4 recruit. And we'll pick up Shadow of War's Past. Alright, this might be my last turn. We shall see. Turn 29 is Skinner. Ambush hunt for victims. Luckily, there aren't any victims out there, so he finds one, and it is the news reporter. And he gets his +2 attack. So he's at 7. Very dangerous to leave him out. If I was confident, I might let Chthon show up because that would be more points per turn for me. But I am not confident I'll be able to defeat Chthon before a player gets destroyed. If this side gets destroyed, the other side, there's nothing I can do. Plus, with that many twists left, the twist gets shuffled in anyway, so I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, hairball time. I'll probably end it here. But let's see how much damage I can do. Let's draw into the T-Rex. I will play Heir to Legends by discarding Kyla. Get out of here. Alright. We got the whenever you defeat the Mastermind ability. I'm at 7. And let's start drawing some cards. Shatterstar I will play just for 2. No superpower. Let's see what we can draw into. This should be interesting. Up to 9. And I draw Bloodstone Pendant. And I do have Spectrum. So I got 2 more recruit, and I can KO. Kyla's looking at me the wrong way. I get 1 more recruit. It can get ruder. Okay. And 1 attack. Okay. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1 from, what was it, Hairball that I played? Probably. Do I have 10 attack or 9 attack? Somebody tell me. He's not going to show, I mean, I'm going to end the game right now. I think I had 1 attack from a sidekick, but I can't remember. But I'm not 100%. Because otherwise I'd have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just give myself an extra. Okay. I did play Hairball. The cat went so fast I couldn't even track it. Alright. That gives me a little more VP. So, I could end the game here. Let's see what I would do if I was playing the tournament. If I was playing the tournament, I would guess that 29 turns is not a good turn count. But my points per turn is probably pretty good. So I might actually consider letting the game go and getting more VP. Because this turn I would get 5 VP, which is great for my points per turn. The other side has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The other side can hit the Mastermind. I don't risk Chthon showing up if I hit Skinner with the news reporter. So I think in real life, I would do that, and I would go for max points per turn by increasing that number a little bit. Because 29 is long. I'm probably already scored low on turns. So that's what I would probably do at this point. So I will do that. Let's hit Skinner in the sewers, and I get to draw cards, so maybe I'll get even more cool stuff. So we'll spend 7, and we'll take out Skinner, fight, kill one of my heroes. Dinosaur's gotta go. And get rid of Skinner. I could draw that Rare Elsa. Actually, Rare Elsa is in my discard, right? Yeah, so I can't draw it right now. But I might draw something that can draw it. I'll draw into... No, it's just a Trooper. Even so. The points per turn move is the right move, I think. Oh, and I can do this. I can clone Shatterstar's Gene Splice creation. So I'll do that before I hit the Sentinel squad. That'll be fun. Let's clone the rare. And there it is! No, just kidding. I love how the playtesters... I think it was the playtesters who suggested putting 2 copies of the rare so you can clone it. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but... It feels so good to clone a rare, even though it's only a 5 cost in reality. Because it's rarer, it can be a little bit more powerful. Alright, that's shuffled. Let's hit the Sentinel squad. So I blow them up, put them on the bottom of the villain deck, and KO this Shield Trooper. And if I truly have 2 recruit left that I didn't forget about, I'll get a sidekick, standard sidekick. Yeah, I had 7, so I did that correctly. Alright, increase my points per turn. Let's see if I draw the rare. Man, if I get 27 attack, in this hand, I might consider letting a Hunt for Victims happen. If I can make it happen. That would be very interesting. Because that'll give me a lot of EP. Let's see what I end up drawing. 2. There it is. 3, 4, 5. Oh, 6. Wow. Alright. Well, this is the perfect Chthon destroying hand because I get to shatter the Mastermind twice in this hand. If I can only get him to show up, I maybe shouldn't have KO'd that bystander. Rescued, or rather bystander anyway. Oh, I can use Stalk the Night Stalkers. But I can use Stalk the Night Stalkers to make Chthon show up right now, but I have to have, there has to be a bystander out already, so we'll see what happens here on turn 30. Oh, wait, oh, I have a Skeeter's upside down. What? Okay, well, we're gonna pretend we didn't see that. I'm gonna leave in the same order, and I'll play it as if I didn't see it, honestly. Okay. This is good. This is exactly what I want. It's okay. I can do something really funny here. So, they hunt for victims. It's okay. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is going to be epic. So you get that. Pretending I don't know a twist is coming next. Thinking logically, so right now, if I want Chthon to show up next turn, but I don't want him to show up now. So I probably wouldn't do Stalk the Night Stalkers, because if I did, this would KO the bystander. At that point, there would be 5 bystanders KO'd. Chthon would show up immediately. And let me just show you what would happen there. And it is... oh, let me show you this part. When 5 bystanders in the KO pile, shuffle all twists from the KO pile back into the villain deck, and this can transform into Great Old One Chthon, and KO all the Masterminds. So if I did that, that would happen now. Which would shuffle in 4 strikes, and 3 twists. That would shuffle it up. And then there's a really good chance that left-hand side would get destroyed on the next turn. So even though, so what I would do is I would say, if I did that, pretty good chance that would happen. So I would just leave the bystander here. And if Chthon showed up next turn, great. I could defeat the Chthon. If the Chthon didn't show up next turn, I'd just defeat Mastermold and win. That's what I would do. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I did peek at the villain deck and see there's a twist coming up next, but doing that, that's exactly what I would do. For that reason. But now I know my fun thing's going to work, and I'm kind of excited about that. Okay, so I'm not going to do this for that reason. I will try to hit something. So we got Guerrilla Warfare, 2 attack. This is going to be very interesting. 3 attack. I can't hit Skinner. I can't hit Skinner if I want this to work. So I have to do nothing. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna send Sharon Carter undercover, and that's what I'll do. For 3 recruit. I'll get a 4th recruit. It's going to be very fun. And yes, that's all I'm going to do. I don't know. I could have had Master Mold do the hunt. I could have... No, Skinner hunted for victims. That's true. I can't have Skinner do it. Then it would also have a Mastermind. But that doesn't really help me. I don't have the tech trigger, so it would just end up with a Mastermind. With a bystander. That would give me more VP, though. I guess there's no downside to doing that. Oh, on the twist. I see what you're saying. On the twist I played at the beginning of this turn. Yes, I could have, instead of giving it to Skinner. No, I'm fine. Let me just play it this way. So what I could do is I'll do this. You're right. On this turn, I can have Mastermind hunt for victims. No, because that will KO that one, so I can't do that. Back to my original plan. All right, I'm good. I'm good. Let's just keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, this is gonna be fun. I do this on purpose. Turn 31. I play a card from the villain deck, and it's a twist. Okay. That's twist number 4. Here's what happens. This is going to be a lot of fun. A villain or mastermind hunts for victims. So the dog show judge is getting KO'd. Which means that there are now 5 bystanders in the KO pile. When 5 bystanders are in the KO pile, shuffle all twists from the KO pile back into the villain deck. Then this game transforms into Great Old One-chthon. Then KO all other masterminds and their remaining tactics. This is going to be really cool. Achievement unlocked kind of thing. Let's zoom back in a second. Okay, shuffle those in. And we're going to transform the scheme. Let's do it together. In 3. I feel like I got to change the music to something epic, but I don't really have anything. So just pretend it's really cool epic music right now. Transform into Great Old One-chthon. Alright, with 27 attack. Now I'm going to play my hand. Here we go. Starting with... I don't have double Marble Knights. I don't need it. Starting with... Vengeance of the Bloodstone Gem. I get 4 attack. I'll patrol... Oh, I KO Master Mold, by the way. Get out of here, Master Mold. And we're just going to upgrade Chthon to the Mastermind space. Alright. Start with the Gem, which gives me 14 attack once I patrol the bridge. Then I'm going to play Guerrilla Warfare for 2 attack, up to 16. Then I'm going to play Gene Spliced Creation, up to 18. And Ranged Instinct, which I have. Shadow the Mastermind. So that's going to bring down Chthon from 28 to 27 to 14. And I'll just do this as a placeholder. Or is it 15? Nope, it's 14. And then we're going to play the second Gene Splice Creation. 2 more attack up to 20 to shatter Chthon 1 more time. To shatter down to 7 attack. So somehow Chthon is only 7 attack right now. That's insane. And that's kind of embarrassing, honestly. I'm going to discard Axe of the Slayer to play Heir to Legends. Up to 2. This is what I was hoping would happen when I put Shatterstar in this setup, by the way. Okay. Let's clear out Skinner for 7. Down to 15 on this die. And we'll clear out Skinner. Fight, KO one of your heroes. And let's get rid of the Elsa Bloodstone rare. And now for 7. 8. We take out the Great Old One-chthon for a measly 7 attack, give me 13 VP. And that means we won. That was a fun way to win this. That was really cool. I really liked that happened. So yeah, on that last one, if there was a twist, I would have done what I just did. If there wasn't, I would have just ended it either way. But chances were that there was going to be a twist or something that was going to hunt for victims coming in. That was cool. All right, let me give you your points and see how many points per turn I got for that, because that's a lot of points. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to this and watching me do that. Okay, it was a win. So there you go. So if I was putting in my stats for the league, unfortunately I had 2 escapes. But my turn count is 31. Let's count my VP. Double Shatter on Chthon is always a great game. So, yeah, so if I actually look at the tournament results right now for the score for that week, so it looks like there was, I'll plug it in later, but let me actually zoom out so you guys can see what's going on here. here's what the actual results were for that pod. So for turn count, 29 turns where I could have stopped was only going to give me 4 points. So that would have changed between the 33, 34, 37, and that was for wins. So I only cost myself 1 point in turns, but the highest points per turn was extra cheese and pizza here at 5.727. So I think waiting a little bit and increasing my points per turn was great. Unfortunately, the escapes would have really hurt me. There were a couple, so I would have tied with 1 point for escape. So that would have really hurt me. 1 escape would have been fine. So this way, I'm probably gonna end up mid to low mid if I was entering. But let's go ahead and see what my points were, just in case. So left-hand side got 6, 12, 16, 22, 28. Let's add Chthon here. 41, 42, 43, 45, 49, 53, 57, 59, 61, 2, 63, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79 VP on the left. And on the right, we had 1, 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Not as much over here. 15, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31 VP on the right. So 110. 110 VP. Right? Did that math correctly? And so, let's see. How many turns did I have? 31? My turn count was, my points per turn was 3.54. About 3.54 points per turn. 3.55 if you round up. So that would mean, if you're curious, that would put me at... Yeah, people had lots more points per turn than me with all those bystander rescues. My game went a little long. So 3.58, 3.58. Yeah, I still would have had one of the lowest points per turn. Look at that. Only 2 people would have gotten less points per turn than me. So at the end of the day, it really didn't matter. So yeah, I probably would have placed very, very low here with these high... Even though I took out Chthon and almost all the Masterminds, I still would have had a pretty low points per turn, which is very funny. Look at these total VPs. They're pretty high for the turn counts. Yeah, 63 VP with 11 turns is a very high points per turn, and you guys kind of only got 88 total VP over 16 turns. That makes you a 5.5. I just took too long to do it, but I don't care because the game was a lot of fun, and I got to shatter Chthon and win. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching this. Good luck in the rest of the tournament. I will not be streaming next Thursday because I won't be here. But I'm gonna see what I can do. If I can't find a time to stream next week as a makeup stream, I'll figure something out, because I do want to play one setup from each week of the tournament. I'm gonna go put the poll in the Discord, and if I can find another time to stream that week, I'll do a week 3 setup and hopefully a week 4 setup soon. But this was fun. Thank you for choosing me to play this one. Good luck in the rest of your tournament games, and I'll be in the Discord to help answer your questions and see your results and post them when pods are completed. Maybe we'll get a pod completed before the end of the weekend this time. Who knows? All right, I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I want to see if there's any board gamers online that might appreciate a raid, because there are like 20 of you right now, and we want to support. The board game community is being hit hard lately, so we want to support board gamers and board game streamers. It's a small but mighty community, so I would ask you to stick around and at least say hi to anybody streaming board games right now. And so I'm going to look for somebody who's streaming some top-down board games, because it's not easy to do this, necessarily. Especially physically. Alright, looks like we have... Alright. We got somebody who's unboxing some Marvel Champions. So we're going to go ahead and say hi to them. Let's go say hi to them. And pay it forward. Alright, you guys, I will see you next time. Oh, I can't raid that channel. It's an error. We can't raid that channel. So let me find another board gamer channel that I can raid. Okay. Oh, there's one with one view. It says non-human user. I don't know if that's a username or they're actually... I want to stream some humans. Oh, our friends Baldwin Board Games are playing Spire's End, which looks interesting. So hopefully they'll let a raid come through. They have a cool top-down setup. All right, we're going to go check them out. Please say hi. I'll see you guys next time. And take care, everyone.